Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about Elasticsearch. So before going deep into the Elasticsearch, let me introduce you to myself. My name is Abid Saudagar. I work as a machine learning engineer at a company called 17 Live. So if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me at LinkedIn. Here is my LinkedIn link of my profile. So you can reach out to me here for any query. So without any further ado, let's begin. So in this session, we are going to cover what exactly is Elasticsearch uh, and what are the use cases of Elasticsearch. Apart from that, we are going to learn some basic concept on which Elasticsearch works, some jargon. Also, we are going to learn what exactly the backend concepts of Elasticsearch, like clusters and nodes and charts and replicas. Apart from that, I'll give you the hands-on tutorial on how to install the Elasticsearch, how to install Kibana, what exactly is Kibana, and we'll write some basic commands on Kibana to interact with our Elasticsearch server. So let's begin. So first, let's talk about what exactly is Elasticsearch. So you can think of Elasticsearch as a database, and in that database, we can insert like large amounts of data. And after inserting large amounts of data in Elasticsearch, we can search from that amount of data. Elasticsearch provides us the facility to search that data with very fast speed and with high throughput. So basically, if you're searching, let's say you have 1 lakh documents inserted in your Elasticsearch. So out of those 1 lakh documents, if you want to search something, it will take a lot of time in a normal environment, right? But Elasticsearch provide you the ability to search very quickly from that 1 lakh documents. Also, let's say from out of those 1 lakh documents, like multiple people are searching at a time. So there's like high throughput. So Elasticsearch also can handle that. Elasticsearch handles it because it's a distributed search engine, and yeah, that's exactly what I told you, that it has a very low latency and it has a very high throughput. So how exactly that distributed search engine and what distributed means, I'll explain you in the later slides. So this is what Elasticsearch is. So Elasticsearch is used basically in application search as like multiple. You can use it in your application search, the back end of your application search. Same with website search. Some companies use it for storing logs also, and it is also used for business analytics because it processes data with very fast speed. It aggregates data with very quickly. So that is why most of the companies uses Elasticsearch for business analytics also. Okay, going forward. So let's see what are the some basic concepts of Elasticsearch. So if you are familiar with SQL tables like relational databases, so for analogy purpose, I am telling you, but Elasticsearch does not store data in table format. I have written a note here as well. It it store data in JSON format. But to understand, you can think of a table as an index. So if there is a table in Elasticsearch, it is called as index. And every row, like in relational databases, we have one document in one row, like ID1, banana, and if you are talking about description of that fruit, there is banana is yellow in color. So this is one complete document. So in Elasticsearch, we do not call it as a row, we call it as a document. And every column, we call it as field. So fruit is one field, ID is one field, and description is one field. So that is how it works. These are the basic terminologies which we are going to use a lot in Elasticsearch. Okay, so now coming to the most important part of the Elasticsearch, the backend, how it works. So first, let's talk about clusters. So clusters, Elasticsearch cluster is basically group of nodes that are connected together. So what exactly node is? Node is a server or a virtual machine, you can say, which store data, and it also helps in search functionality. So there are multiple servers and they are connected to each other, and that group of nodes, we call it as a cluster. So how it helps? So basically what happens, Elasticsearch divides all our data into multiple nodes, and that is why it can process any search query or any aggregation query with a very high speed. So coming to shards, so let's talk about shards. So in Elasticsearch, there is a functionality by which we can subdivide index into multiple small indices. So basically, as I've shown you the table, so let's say we have 5 lakhs of rows in that table. Just for the analogy, again I'm telling that Elasticsearch does not store data in JSON in a table format. It stores data in a JSON format. So if you have, like, let's say 5 lakhs of rows in your 5 lakhs of documents you have in your index, so Elasticsearch divides that 5 lakhs of data, let's say, in 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, and 1 lakh each. And each 1 lakh of data is called as shards. So basically, shard is nothing but a divided or a small part of a index. But it works as an independent index, and it can be stored in any of the node. Also, Elasticsearch provides us the functionality to replicate shards. So when when you have, let's say, 1 lakh of rows, and Elasticsearch, we can make like the copy of those 1 lakh rows, 1 lakh documents which we have. So that copy is called replica shards, and that copy helps us whenever, let's say, there are so many requests coming on that particular index for searching. So that replica shards can divide those queries so that it can give us like high speed results, and also it helps us in a high throughput. So let's say so many people are searching together at once. So if you have replica shards, like it will not, your system will not lag. Apart from that, if for some reason there is a hardware failure, so if for some reason one nodes get discarded, and if your replica shard is saved in any other node, then your data will be saved. So it helps us in a hardware failure cases. Okay, so we have talked about a lot of things. Now I'll tell you how to install and configure the Elasticsearch. So for first, you have to download Elasticsearch from this link. I have given you this link, www.elastic.co/download/Elasticsearch. And you also have to download Kibana. So Kibana is nothing but it is actually a web-based UI on which we can send requests to our Elasticsearch servers, and those requests will be, it is basically a RESTful API framework. So basically we can perform all the CRUD commands like create, read, update, and delete. So we can send the request, let's say get, put, post, and delete. So I'll show you that in a later part of the video. So first you have to download this. I have download this both the files. This will be in a rar format, zip format. You have to extract both of these. So let me just extract it. So first we'll extract Elasticsearch. So we have Elasticsearch 8.5.1. You can install it. So whenever you are installing, it will give you the latest version. So that should work. We'll extract Kibana as well. It will take a little bit of time. So while this Kibana is getting extracted, let's first start the Elasticsearch server. So for starting the Elasticsearch server, just open this folder which we have extracted for Elasticsearch. So we'll click on Elasticsearch 8.5.1. In these structure of folders, we'll have to go into bin. And after going into bin, just click on this elasticsearch.bat. So just you have to double click on this file. So one terminal or command window will open. We just have to wait here. So right now what is happening, basically the Elasticsearch server is getting started. Once it will get started, we can go onto 127.0.0.1, which is basically a local host, and the port number is 9200. So on that thing we can check if the server is started or not. So first let's just let it start. It will take a little bit of time. Okay, it is getting started. So these are just the warnings and some status updates. So we don't have to worry about these. We'll have to just wait a little. It is getting started. Security is enabled. After it gets started, it will give us some passwords and some uh, all tokens and everything. So yeah, now Elasticsearch has started. As we can see, password for Elastic user will be this, and the SHA fingerprint will be this, and to configure Kibana, it is giving us this enrollment token, which we'll use. So I'll show you how to use this. So first, what we'll do, we'll copy this, we'll select everything. We have to select till here. We'll select everything, and we'll make a one text file. We'll give it a name ELK. So basically, we'll just store our passwords here so that we can use it later as well. So now the Elasticsearch has started. We can check it. We can go to we can go to 127.0.0.1 and port number will be 9200. We can check here. Don't worry, we'll just go to advanced and proceed here. Now here the username, I'll show you this. So here we have saved for the password for Elastic user is this. So username will be Elastic and the password is, we can just copy this complete thing and we can paste it here. So yes, if you see this, that means you have successfully started the Elasticsearch server. So basically here it will give you all the details. What is your laptop name and what is the number of Elasticsearch you are running. This will give you the cluster name and cluster ID and everything. So you don't have to worry about this. But by looking at this, we can confirm that the Elasticsearch server has started. Now we have to configure the Kibana so that we can send requests to our Elasticsearch server. So we'll go to our Kibana folder. It has already extracted. Go to Kibana. Again, you have to go in bin in Kibana as well. And you have to start kibana.bat. So basically what we are doing, we are starting the Kibana. So it will also take some time to start the Kibana. It will take some time, so please be patient about this. After Kibana gets started, it will give us one link which we have to open in a browser. Then we have to copy and paste this enrollment token in that link, and then we have to again use the username and password, this Elastic and this password, and we can use the Kibana. So it is getting started. It will take a little bit of time. It will take a little bit of time. It is getting started. So actually, for the first time when you install this, it will take this much of time. But for if you start it for the second time, and from second time onwards it will not take this much of time because it will get configured. We are running it for the first time, right? So that is why I have already, like, I have installed it from my system just so that I can give you this tutorial, and now I'm install it again. So that is why it is taking a little bit of time. Okay, so till the time Kibana is getting started, I'll show you some other stuff. So in Kibana, let's go to Elasticsearch folder. And if you go to this config file, there are multiple files here. So elasticsearch.yml, and you can add users, you can do multiple things here. So these are the configuration files. You can see, you can do multiple stuff here. If you go to documentation, you can enable the security and everything. These are some security features which you can change. So if you are a beginner, you don't have to worry about this. These are some configuration stuff. Let me check if Kibana is getting started or not. It is taking a bit of time. I don't know why. I think we'll have to just wait for this to complete. So Elasticsearch basically, we can Elasticsearch is basically works on a REST API framework. So you can send the commands to Elasticsearch via Python also, via JavaScript also, and via command line also. So like if you can send those requests by using curl commands also. So it does not matter which language or how you are using it. You can just, it's kind of a, you can think of it as a uh, JSON interaction way. So Elasticsearch takes request in a JSON format and give you the output in also in a JSON format. So that is how it works. Okay, now finally our Kibana has started. It will give you this. Kibana has not been configured yet. Go to this to get started. So we'll have to copy this link and we'll go to our, and we'll copy paste this here. It will load. So here it will ask you for enrollment token. So enrollment token which we have saved here. So this is the enrollment token. It is valid for next 30 minutes. I hope it is not 30 minutes already. And you can say configure Elasticsearch. So it will configure it automatically. Okay. Now it has been completed. Now again you have to write Elastic as a username. Again you have to copy this password here. Login. So basically we have like type the enrollment token for Kibana, and we have again logging into Elasticsearch. It is getting started. It is taking a little bit of time. Our server is running fine here, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. should not take this much time. Yes, again we have to type the password. Hopefully it will run now. Okay, I think it got started. Okay, so you'll see this screen. You just have to click on explore on my own. Once you click on this, go to this three lines here. It will give you all the options. You have to just scroll down and you'll get this dev tools. So once you get this dev tools, just click on this. Okay, and we have to we'll just clear this out, everything. Now it's done. Okay, I'll just maximize this. Yes. So now we can put commands here. So let's say I want to make one index. So I'll say I want to make fruit index. So this will be my index name, and I'm sending this put. So this put is basically going to create an index, fruit underscore index. The name will be fruit underscore index. So if I run this by clicking on this, I can also run this by using control plus enter. So I'll run this. Yes, acknowledged is true, shard acknowledged true, index will be fruit index. So if you want to see how many indexes are present in Elasticsearch, you can use this command get underscore cat forward slash, and you here will write indices. And if we run this command, you will see this yellow open. Okay, fruit index, this is the name, this will be UUID of this index. So if you want to know the column name also, you can just uh, write question mark and V. This stands for verbose. So this command will get run in a verbose format. So basically it will give you all the column headings as well. So health is yellow, status is open, index name is fruit index, and UUID is this. So basically we have successfully created the index. Now let's say we want to put some document in our index. So basically to insert some document in our index, we can use this post command. So using this post command, you can easily put the documents in the index. So let's say post, and we'll write the document of fruit underscore index. We'll say forward slash underscore doc. Now you can give the ID for this document. So I'll give one as an ID. So ID is very important. It's unique character by which you can identify your document. Now in this document, I want to post the name of the fruit. So name of the fruit I want to post as banana, and I'll put comma here, and I'll say description, and I want to put the description as banana is yellow in color. So I've written this. If I run this command by clicking it here, it will get stored in our Elasticsearch index called fruit index. Also, I want to put one more fruit here. So I'll copy this, I'll paste it, I'll just change. Let's say I want to put apple here. I'll say apple is red in color. So if I run this command, this document will also get inserted in this fruit index. And let's say I'll put one more fruit inside this index. Oh, sorry. So what is the problem here? We have not changed the ID here. So first we have to change the ID also. Otherwise the document on this ID will get updated. So what we'll do, first we'll run this command. So for that, like for ID 1, banana will get indexed. For ID 2, apple will get indexed. And for ID 3, we'll index some other fruit, which is kiwi. And kiwi is green from inside. So this is just a basic introduction or the description of the fruit I'm giving it. Now run this command. Okay, now I want to check how many documents are present in this index. So I'll put get, I'll use fruit underscore index. This is the name of the index, and I'll say underscore count. If I run this command, it will give us count as 3, as we have inserted 3 documents inside. So now we'll come to the most important part, like for which Elasticsearch is used. So let's say I want to search for a fruit which is green, like in the description of any fruit, if green is written, I want to search for that. So I'll say get, I'll write the name of the index from the index which I want to search from, and I'll say / underscore search. I'll just make it upward. So get index name / underscore search, and we'll start our curly braces, and here we will write our query. Here we'll write our search query. So we'll say query inside a double quotation, then we'll type colon, again we'll start another brackets, another curly brackets, and here I want to match it, right? So I'll say match. Here I'm saying match. It will give us automatically what you want to match. So here I have to write the field name. So I want to write here description. So I'll say description, and in text I want to say green. So in whichever fruits description green is present, it will give us. So if I run this query, okay, I'll before running this query, I'll again give you the summary of this query, this command. So get, we'll use get as we want to retrieve the documents from this index. So we'll say get, we'll give the name of that index, then we'll write / underscore search. After that, we'll write the search query. So query will be in this format. In the curly braces, we'll write query first, then again we'll open and close curly braces. Inside that, we'll write match, and in that match, we'll put the field name. Here the field is description, and if description contains green, it will give me green. It will give me the complete document, not just green. So if I run this document, let's say, okay, yes. So here, let's see what happens. So hits, if we check total hits, value will be 1. So we got one document which has green in the description. The name of that fruit is kiwi, and description is kiwi is green from inside. So in this way, we can search using Elasticsearch. So this is just the basic of Elasticsearch. You can go through the documentation if you want to learn multiple ways you can search. You can analyze the documents, you can aggregate the documents, and there are much more things you can do in Elasticsearch. So this was just the basics, like the introduction of the Elasticsearch. So for this session, I think I hope you get value from this session, and thank you so much.